and welcome to today's episode of The Daily Blend. I'm your host, AC, and we are joined in studio today by Mike Burton, who is the CEO of Local Motion. How are you, Mike?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Of course. Good to have you back. And so, Mike, for people who aren't aware, tell us about Local Motion.
Yeah, sure. Local Motion, we're a transportation advocacy organization. So we push for policies and we run programs that make communities safer, more accessible, and more connected. We believe mobility is a human right, that everybody deserves transportation options, and whether you're 4 or 104 or anywhere in between, you should have safe streets.
Yeah, that's very important, very important. And what kind of things do you guys do to help make that happen?
Yeah, so we do a lot of advocacy work. So that's being in the room where it happens, right? Being on commissions, working closely with the city and other state and regional partners. Right now, the city is undergoing a complete streets policy update, and we advocated for that to happen. We were the first community in the state of Missouri to adopt a complete streets policy. And what that is designing streets with every user in mind and ensuring that they're safe for all users, whether there's someone rolling in a wheelchair, somebody walking with a stroller, cars, bikes, and everybody else in between.
Yeah, so you're thinking about everybody's ability to get around.
That's right. And if we design our streets and our roadways and our intersections with that in mind, it makes the flow better for everybody, whether you're in a car or walking or taking a bike or using transit.
Yeah. And sometimes if there wasn't somebody to advocate for that in the beginning and the streets are already built, then you guys can come in and talk about what can be done to make them more.
Yes. What can be changed? Where can we add a connection? We've got some great infrastructure already. Our trail network is pretty amazing. We've got some bike lanes. We don't have any protected bike lanes. We'd love to see some of those. So that's a major infrastructure change we'd love to see and have been advocating for. So we're always looking for the ways where we can maximize what we have and make those connections a little bit easier for folks, because ultimately we want more people to feel comfortable however they go.
Yeah, however they go. Okay, and you have not an event, some events coming up.
Series
you have
of events.
A series of events coming up in your Bike Walk Wheel Week.
That's right.
Okay, Bike Walk Wheel. I got it.
Yeah.
All right, tell us about Bike Walk and Wheel Week.
It's 25 years of Bike Walk and Wheel Week. So this is a tradition that started with late Mayor Darwin Hyman and Local Motion. And so we're excited to continue this tradition. It's really a celebration of active transportation. So however you go, whether you use a wheelchair, mobility device, walk, roll, take transit, ride your bike, we're celebrating all those things. And we have a whole bunch of events. They're all free. They're all family friendly. Kicks off May 2nd with a bike ride to the farmer's market. So if you want to ride with us, you can meet at Russell Elementary, and we'll do a meandering route about 8 miles on really low traffic roads, bike boulevards, some on the MKT trail, and winding our way through downtown towards Hickman and then back to the farmer's market, where we'll be blending smoothies with our blender bikes. So you can pedal your own, which probably will make it taste better if you do the work, or we're happy to pedal it for you as well.
Blender bike.
Yeah, so we'll have those rolling from 8 to noon at the farmer's market on May 2nd. So that's kind of how we're going to kick things off. On Tuesday, we'll be at Logboat from 4 to 8, where we'll be washing bikes and wheelchairs. So you can get a free drink ticket from our friends at Logboat while you're getting your wheelchair, your bike washed. We have a whole bunch of volunteers that come out and help us do that. It's a great way to get those wheels detailed. And be looking shiny and for the road. Then Wednesday is National Bike Walk and Roll to School Day. So we just kind of encourage our partners across the district and any school to encourage their kiddos, to try something different if they don't already walk or bike to school. So that night, I'm really excited. This is the first time we're doing a partnership with Ragtag. We're doing Local Motion Pictures. So we have 5 short documentaries totaling about a 90 minutes of programming, all celebrating like the joy and community around cycling, from the littlest of cyclists in a movie called Kidical Mass to a story that really focuses on folks who still want to get the joy of riding but can no longer pedal themselves. And so Cycling Without Age chronicles volunteers who give people rides on Giving Rides bikes.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's of course free as well. And I'll have our Giving Rides bike there to show people what that looks like and maybe take some people on a ride.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's super fun.
Okay, so you guys have a good amount of things for people to get out there and do.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's something for everybody.
Something for everybody. Yeah. So if you're a reader, we're partnering with the library. We're going to have a watch party. We're going to be Zooming with author Maya Burke, who wrote Joyride, on Thursday afternoon from noon to 1 at the Columbia Public Library. And so she'll be up on the big screen, but you can zoom in from wherever you're comfortable. And her story is really kind of about the transformation of Portland into a bike-friendly city and how we can take some of those lessons elsewhere around the country. Friday is a really celebrated tradition. It's Breakfast Station Day, so there'll be, I think 10 locations in and around Columbia where folks will be giving out free treats, free breakfast for folks, really kind of celebrating active transportation. That's a long-standing tradition that we've done. We even have some people who like to go to every breakfast station.
Of course.
Yeah, so they go see what's different, what's being offered, and it's just a way to get out and get some exercise at the start of the day.
It's a great way to get out, and you burn the calories between each place.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
And then we wrap things up, so kind of bookend with a ride, Mother's Day Family Fun Ride and Mayor's Mile. So those both a walking and biking option at Twin Lakes Park, which has a beautiful new playground, some wonderful connections to trails. So it's really a great place for families to come together, enjoy nature, enjoy getting some exercise, and it's all for free. And a lot of our events have food as well. So
yeah, gosh, what a great week.
Got to keep you fueled for all the exercise.
Yes, you do. You definitely do. I mean, that's a jam-packed week full of great events, and all of them are free.
That's right.
Family friendly. So I just can't see why people aren't, putting all these on their calendar and just deciding, how many days they want to get out that week.
That's right. Yeah. Come to as many as you can. And, last year it was great. We had some first-time cyclists, a couple of people that had just got their bikes that joined us for the ride to the farmers market. That's always a joyous occasion to see somebody, getting back into biking or maybe cycling for the first time, and really realizing just how possible it is to get around different ways in Columbia, whether that's using transit, rolling, biking. There's a lot of good options here for us.
Yes, there are options. And if people want to find out more information, what's your website?
So lomocomo.org. You'll see schedules, details, ways to make sure to sign up ahead of time. And we hope to see you at any or all the events.
Okay, Lomo Como. I don't know how anybody could ever forget that. Yeah, it's probably now, Lomo Como.
Lomo Como.
It's now stuck in my head. It's stuck in my head. All right, so I need to find one of those events and take my bike off that hook in the garage and dust it off.
That's right. Get it ready to roll.
That's right. Thank you, Mike, for being here.